Hey, all my friends. Welcome back to Tuesday with Tasha. Today's story is titled Ablaze with Color, a story of painter Alma Thomas. It's written by Jeanne Walker Harvey and illustrated by Love is Wise. Ablaze with Color, a story of painter Alma Thomas. Through color, I have sought to concentrate on beauty and happiness rather than on man's inhumanity to man. And that is a quote from Alma Thomas, who this story is about. Alma always felt her best when she was outside soaking up the sparkling colors of nature. In the garden at her house on a hill, she skipped around circles of flowers, pastel purple violets and crimson roses crowned by bright green banana leaves. She fell back on the grass beneath poplar trees and gazed at quivering yellow leaves that whistled in the wind. Alma waded in the blue hues of a brook and basked in the warm glow of sunsets. Alma was always on the go, never wanting to sit or cook or sew like her three younger sisters. She wanted to make things that she could hold. Alma scooped up moist red clay from the banks of the nearby stream. She shaped small bowls and cups to dry in the sizzling sun. Inside her house, Alma's world was also full of color and creativity. Her mother designed dazzling dresses, singing as she sewed. Her aunts painted petals and patterns, and Alma dipped her brush in tiny pots. Although Alma felt joy at home, she and her sisters were sad they couldn't attend the school just 2 doors away, the white school, and they couldn't enter museums or the town library. So Alma's parents filled their home with books and created their own place of learning. They invited teachers into their living room to talk about people and places around the world, famous stories, and ways of thinking. Even though Alma didn't understand all that was said by the grown ups, she watched and listened. When Alma turned 15 and couldn't attend the local high school, her family decided to move to the north, away from the injustices of the South. After the train crossed the state border, Alma's mother told her girls to take off their shoes and shake out the Georgia sand and never go back again. The family moved into a house in Washington, D.C., where Alma would live for most of her life. A house with a flower garden, a patch of nature that always made her happy. When Alma grew up, she studied art in college. She chose to share her love of art by teaching at the local school. But even in the nation's capital, schools were still segregated and access to art limited. Alma was determined to bring art to the young in her neighborhood, just as her parents had brought learning into her home when she was young. Finally, when Alma was almost 70 years old, she stopped teaching and focused on her own art. Sitting in her favorite red chair, she stared at the patterns of light and color twinkling through the leaves of her holly tree, just as she had watched the fluttering leaves of the poplar trees when she was a young girl. Inspired by what she saw, Alma began painting in a new style: circles and stripes, dashes and dabs, ablaze with color, soft colors, bright colors. She created colors and patterns she remembered from her childhood days in the South and from what she saw now at her favorite park nearby. She painted how she felt on the inside when she experienced nature outside: the wind, the sunshine, the flowers, how nature made her heart sing and dance, even when life could be hard and unjust. Alma imagined soaring high in an airplane, even though she had never been in one. Gardens and trees below became streaks and smudges. Amazed by space travel, new at the time, Alma envisioned traveling aboard rockets with astronauts. The starry sky and zooming spaceships glimmered as dashes and swatches. Galleries began showing Alma's new artwork, and then the unexpected happened. The Whitney, a famous art museum in New York City, featured Alma's paintings of Earth and space, the first solo show by a Black woman. Thrilled by the honor, Alma greeted crowds gathered at the museum, a place where everyone could visit. Later that year, the Corcoran Gallery of Art, a large museum in D.C., also showcased her paintings. The mayor proclaimed September 9th as Alma Thomas Day to celebrate Alma, her art, and all she had done for the city's youth. Sadly, Alma didn't live to see the momentous day when the first Black president and First Lady chose Alma's painting as the first artwork by a Black woman to be displayed in the White House, the home of the president's family and a symbol of the American people. Alma's art shimmered above a long table in the old family dining room of the White House, where famous leaders, teachers, and artists gathered, just as people had gathered in Alma's childhood home, just as children had gathered in Alma's D.C. house. In Alma's piece, yellow dashes twirl, circles upon circles swirl, orange, red, purple, blue, a soft, quiet center, a green of nature, a painting of hope and joy, ablaze with glorious colors, Alma's colors. Well, thank you, Miss Alma Thomas, for all that you have done for the world of art and for the youth in your city, for being ablaze with color and teaching and showing all of us that we can do something new and make a great impact. If you love this book as much as I do, make sure you click the link in the description box so you can get a copy for yourself. And as always, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so we can keep reading great books together at Tuesday with Tasha. Bye-bye.